down tonight in his 5-point total. Micić receiving the ball from Pleiss. Micić left all alone, shoots over, ready to Tavares, and for the second time in this championship game, Vasilije Micić administers some eye drops from downtown to give his team a 3-point lead. Vasilije Micić with 23 points in the game.
Talk about ice in the veins, man. Are you kidding me with this guy? He is pulling up from anywhere, dropping. Unbelievable. What a player. It's a big-time player, Ron.
4 of 7 from both 3- and 2-point territory. Vasilije Micić leading all scorers with 23. Eddie Tavares remaining in the thick of the action with 4 fouls. Of course, his coach trusting him, the 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. As Fabian Cozer makes the first free throw. So Eddie Tavares fighting for the offensive rebound, and he's got another possession for his team. Fantastic effort once again. Eddie Tavares epitomizing the energy and the intensity and the hustle that they've demonstrated all game long to keep getting extra possessions.
Yeah. Madrid has 10 more shots from the field than Efes does, and a lot of it has to do with the tenacity around the boards for this whole Madrid team.
So Ewing near the half-court logo. Tavares sets the screen, rolls to the hoop, he gets it inside, fouled on the interior in the act of shooting by Chris Singleton. Eddie Tavares, 3 of 4 from the free throw line tonight. Remember, he had 12 points and 7 rebounds in the first quarter. He's got 11 rebounds so far, but has only added 1 more point in the subsequent time in his 21 minutes on the floor.
And it looked like Singleton made a great play on the ball, but what your coaches always tell you is, you're a big man, don't bring the arm down. As soon as that arm came down, it wrapped around Eddie Tavares' shoulder, and that's where the foul was called. Great call by officiating.
So Eddie Tavares good on the first.
I know a lot of people talk about Shaq and all these other big guys that couldn't make free throws, but when you see a guy like Tavares, with those big hands that he has, that big body, so smooth from the foul line. He missed the second one, but has a lot of merit to the way they practice and train.
4 of 6 from the stripe now. Here's Eddie Tavares. So Micić being defended by Hanger. Now Gershon Yabusele picks him up at the top of the key. Micić dances right by him, kicks to the corner. Shane Larkin for 3, long on the shot. What an offensive rebound by Chris Singleton, ripping it away from Real Madrid to give the reigning champions another possession. Micić driving, getting the left-handed shot away, and Tibor Pleiss working the offensive glass.
8 in the fourth quarter. You have to start talking about Efes' defense.
So less than a minute to play here in Belgrade. Swatted away on the exterior by Bryant Dunstan, the all-time leading shot blocker in EuroLeague history. Moves to 309 blocks for his career, rubbing out that corner 3-point attempt by Adam Hanger.
He would love to get that one back, though, because you want to block that and try to keep possession. Madrid still got an opportunity to tie this thing up with 50 seconds to go.
8 seconds remaining on this shot clock for Real. It's Sergio Yui handling. He fends off Elijah Bryant with the left and then goes to the glass. Championship game in the modern era came in 2012 when Olympiacos edged out Cisco by 1 in that dramatic final. With less than a minute to play, it's 57-58. The reigning champions edging closer to retaining their title. Micić one-on-one with Gershon Yabusele. Shot clock in single figures. He crosses him up, initiates the contact. Real Madrid still with fouls to give.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt you right there, but I was just about to drop that. They have 2 fouls to give, but I think you want to give those a little bit quicker to give yourself a little bit more time on the offensive side. Because if Efes scores here, they can go up 3 or 4 points, and you're not going to give yourself enough time to get back into this game.
So sideline possession for Anadolu Efes Istanbul. Real Madrid have snared 6 steals tonight, Efes 5. you can bet that every defender in a white jersey will be alert, anticipating where the basketball is trying to go and seeking to get a piece of it.
Yeah, and what that does, the fact that Madrid doesn't have the fouls, now it makes Pablo Lasso forget about that offensive defense change, and he has to put Yui back in because now it's going to be on offense as soon as they get the ball back. But Yui's going to have to play defense. He's going to send him out against Elijah Bryant and make sure that Coser stays with Larkin up top.
So it's Larkin handling against Gershon Yabusele. The shot clock is in the red. Larkin crosses him up, and the foul committed on the ground. Well, again, it takes more time off the game clock. It's going to be 14 seconds on the possession for Anadolu Efes Istanbul, who will probably look to hold this for as late a shot as possible.
It's exactly what I was talking about before, Ron. You had to make that foul a little bit earlier so that you're going to give yourself more time on the possession clock. Every time you're going to get back to 14 seconds. So right now there's 3.2 second differential no matter what they do. And I don't think Madrid's going to let them do much of that. They might foul. They might have to just come up here and foul instead of letting them take it down to the last shot.
So Larkin looking to get free. Elijah Bryant needs to find a receiver. He gets it into Tibor Pleiss. Tibor Pleiss,
that's dangerous.
To Micić, hanger defending, not fouling, but climbing inside the jersey of Vasilije Micić, who beats him with the dribble, gets to the halo. Shane Larkin for three, off the back iron, ball is in the air, and it's still a loose ball, and there is the final buzzer, and it is all over. Joyous scenes erupt here at the Stark Arena in Belgrade, because in this low-scoring championship game, Anadolu Efes Istanbul reinforced their recent dominance by retaining their position at the pinnacle of European basketball. Unconfined joy here for Anadolu Efes Istanbul in securing consecutive continental crowns. Efes join a select band of clubs to accomplish that accolade since the turn of the century. Maccabi Tel Aviv in 2004 and 2005, Olympiacos Piraeus in 2012 and 13, and now Anadolu Efes Istanbul add their name to that illustrious roll of honor by bagging back-to-back EuroLeague titles here in Belgrade. Anadolu Efes Istanbul are the EuroLeague champions.
Ron, if you would have told me over the last 10 years of play to pick a team that was in position to repeat like Olympiacos did in 2012-13, this would have probably been the last team I would have told you that would have played. They started out 0-4 this season. They were 1-5 at one point in the bottom of the table, and they fought and clawed their way back, something they haven't done over the last 3 years. They've dominated the league over the last 3 years. This year, it even means more because they fought so hard to get where they are. Amazing turnaround.
The most difficult start by a reigning champion to begin this campaign, endured by Anadolu Efes Istanbul, and Ergin Ataman makes good on his public proclamations. He's been saying all season long that we are going to repeat as champions, putting the pressure on himself, looking to take it off his players after that epic, emotional semi-final victory over Olympiacos. At the conclusion of his interview, he held up one finger, and they have made good on all of his prognosis. And now, Anadolu Efes Istanbul celebrating their second consecutive EuroLeague title after 4 quarters of physical play here at the Stark Arena in Belgrade. It is Real Madrid 57, Efes 58. Efes retain their title. And tonight's Adidas player of the game is Tibor Pleiss.